Hi guys, welcome back to Caffeine and Confessions. Do I have a story for you? Basically, something crazy happened to me last night. And not just last night, it actually has to do with how sick I got. And people are gonna think I'm crazy, and when I talked to my parents about this, they started laughing at first, but guys, I'm being so serious. This actually did happen to me, so here we go. Shh. Basically, I was in a religion about it's like 7 years ago, and we left 7 years ago. So I was raised in it, and we left. I never really saw the need for God or anything like churches or just organized religion, and I was always just openly minded to stuff like that, but was like, oh, I think people like look for that stuff because they need it in their life, and right now I don't really need it in my life, so I don't really care for it. And that's just what I've said. But seriously, guys, for the last year that I've been so depressed and had so much anxiety and OCD, and everything felt like I was in this hole and I was never going to get out. And I was suicidal multiple months last year. Just all of it combined. It was just crazy to see once I started reaching out to God how I know you guys didn't think this is what I was going to be talking about or starting with, but we're going with it. Started to experience after. So the last 3 months of the year, I was in the worst spot of my life, honestly. I was praying at least once a week and just saying, like, God, if you're real, like, show yourself. Like, I don't understand why you can't just show me yourself. If you really wanted me to live, like, you would do something about how I'm feeling. Like, why do I feel like this for so long? I shouldn't have to feel like this for this amount of time. And I wouldn't get an answer, and I was always on the edge. I was just like, he's not real. Oh, this day, like, maybe he's real. I'll pray. Oh, I don't think he's there. Basically, going back to when I was sick in my trip, there was no signs that it was like food or like I'd gotten from someone else. Like, I was around a lot of people, but I was very cautious. I always used hand sanitizer. I was always washing my hands. Like, I did not want to get sick on this trip. And I ate the same things as my sisters that day that I was so ill. And I had this pain in the middle of my back that I would get on and off all the time, like throughout the last year. And I would think, oh, it's from the gym, right? But the gym, like, I was doing my same workouts. I wasn't changing anything. And this back pain would just come up so randomly. It wasn't like, oh, I did this workout like this, I'm getting my back pain again. No, it was just like, it would just come randomly. And while I was sick, throwing up, before I would throw up, I would feel like the worst pain where my back would always hurt. And it would like make me like shake, and I was getting chills, and I was just like, oh, it's so painful. Like, I know I'm going to go throw up now. So every time I would get this pain, I would go to the toilet, and I was throwing up. And basically, you guys are going to think I'm insane, but I genuinely feel like the devil had a hold of me. Like, I did feel because this new year, coming into this 2025, and how I feel so refreshed. It's so different from when I was feeling before I left on my trip. I feel like a totally different person. And it's out of body, honestly. Like I can't explain how I'm feeling right now, and I can't explain how I know this, but I just do. And basically I felt like that throwing up and all of that was like a cleanse. It was like, okay, now we're starting over. You can be happy again. Like, I'm gonna cry. This is sad. Like, it's so, guys, like, I know this is what it was. And so I was talking to my dad the other night about it, and I was like, remember when I was like asking you to rub my back when I was like about to throw up? Like, I was like, please, like, rub my back, it hurts so bad. And he like took a rag because he didn't want to touch me, and he was like rubbing my back. And I told him this experience, and like I was like, I know the devil had a hold of me the last year. I know that wasn't me. Like, some of it was like, I wish I could go back and show you guys. Like, I wish I vlogged every day of my life last year, because it just wasn't me. I mean, there were days that were, and then the rest of the year it just wasn't. And basically, I can't remember what he said to me the other night, but he said something, and all of a sudden I got scared. I was so scared, and I had this weird feeling, and I was just like, oh, I'm like terrified right now. It's like after you watch a movie and you're trying to go to bed and you just can't because you just feel like something's in your room or something, you know? Like, it was that same feeling. And we were in the car, he was driving, and I was like, I'm so scared. Stop talking, like, stop saying what you're saying. Like, I don't know, I can't remember what he said, guys, but I had this strange feeling, and I was like, I swear I just had like a revelation. Like, I know I sound crazy right now, but I swear I did. And he was like, you're starting to freak me out. I don't remember what he was saying. It was funny though. We were laughing, but I was like, it was so out of body. I just can't explain it that well. Like, the best I could do is like after a horror movie and you get that like gut feeling and you're scared. I was just like so scared. And then as this was happening, we were driving past these crosses on the side of the road. They were lit up and it was night. And I was like, oh good, like we're passing across, like I know, like for some reason in my head I was like, oh good, like yes. So when we passed them, automatically I felt relief and I wasn't scared anymore. And I just like, coincidence or not, guys, my TikTok page this year has been so filled with so many inspirational, uplifting quotes from the Bible and people like, and there's this guy that I was following on TikTok, and he goes to homeless people on the street or just people, you know, that are on crack or something, and he says, can I pray with you? And most of them, while you're watching the video, most of them will actually pray with him and sit there for the entire prayer. Even if they worship the devil, they will sit there and pray with him, because I just feel like the spirit is just so strong. And so yeah, that is my crazy story about how I found my relationship with God again. I could say, I don't know how you want to call this, but I know for a fact after everything that I've seen and oh, this is another story. This same story came up on my For You page maybe the beginning of last year, and it came up on my For You page this year. And I'm going to tell you the story, but just because of all of these signs, I truly feel like this is like a gut feeling for me. But let me tell you the story. Okay, so this man has a dream, and in the dream he's in a field split by a fence. On one side is God, and on one side is Satan. Satan tells the man, you can have everything you want if you come to my side. But if you go to God's side, you can't have everything that you want. And the guy sits there and thinks about it, and then he starts laughing. And he's like, I'm gonna sit on the fence. I'm gonna get both of you, go to both worlds, right? I'm gonna get everything I want, but also be blessed by God. So he sits on the fence, right? Everything goes black, and out of the darkness, Satan comes up. And the man goes, what? I didn't choose your side. I I chose both. Like, I'm gonna get both. And Satan grabs him by the arm and pulls him to hell, and he says, the fence belongs to me. And that rewatching that this year, it just like solidified everything for me. I keep sharing this story because it just had such an impact on me. And I know when I watched it the first time, I was just like, oh, that's cool analogy, but now I like truly feel it in my heart. So anyways, that was super long rant about my experience, and I've never been super religious. I'm just like, believe what you want. And I honestly I don't believe in organized religion, and it's money driven these days. It's become too big of a money hole. And so I think your own relationship with God is the best you can do. And if you want to start your own group, I feel like that's the best way to do it. But feeding our money into something that there's so many different religions and so many different ways to have a relationship with God, I feel like you just do it by yourself. Anyways, that's my opinion on it though. Let's get into the lighter topics. That was a long rant. Oh my gosh, we're like a third through the video. Guys, I have a couple questions. First of all, every single one of my boyfriend of the pictures my boyfriend snaps of me, either on my phone, like a screenshot, or literally just will take a picture of me while we're together, I look like sick. Do I look like that, guys? First question. I mean, I do look a little ill because I was inside for a long time. I'm a little pasty, but second question, should I go really blonde? Because I really want to grow out my hair like I was telling you with my goals, but I don't know if it'll fry it off if I go blonde, because this is my natural color right here. I don't know if you guys can tell. If you guys are watching it, if you're not watching and you're just listening, my natural color is really dark brown, really dark, but I've gotten it touched up quite a bit. This is not natural at all down here. But yeah, okay, I have some TikTok topics written down that I wanted to talk about because, oh my gosh, I am on TikTok too much, guys. I scroll on that fucking app every fucking day of my life. I cannot. That should have been one of my goals, is to stop scrolling so much, but when I have free time, I'm just like, oh, it's so hard not to just get on your phone and open it up. But anyways, mama's boy and boy mom. Ooh. Boy mom, praise you, love you, as you should. You should be just a regular mom and you have a boy, right? Mama's boy. Guys, I just saw a TikTok the other day where the mom literally kissed her son while he was getting married on the day of his wedding day. Like, while they were walking down the aisle, she kissed him on the lips before he went to get married to his fiance. Sweet home Alabama. Incest. That's like, I could not. When I swiped the slide and I saw it, I was like, guys, what the flip? Also, just being a mama's boy in general and literally having a better relationship with your mom than your girlfriend. You could be a mama's boy and just love your mom and just like maybe favor your mom over your dad. I understand that sometimes, because I feel like everyone picks a favorite parent. Well, I don't, because my parents are complete opposites, so I literally just can't, because you can't even compare them to each other, but I'm sure a lot of people do. But yeah, like, I honestly can't stand mama's boys. Yeah. And please do not kiss your son on his wedding day. I will come and hunt you down myself. I will come to hunt you down. Anyways. I realized too while watching TikTok that I've been using the freaking lingo way too much. I'm cooked. See, like that. I'm cooked, bruh. I'm cooked. Oh, ick. I'm stopping this right now. What's another one? Yacht. I use yacht way too much. I'm like, yacht damn, or oh my yacht, or I'm trying to grow my yacht. Like, the cat gats to go. The cat gats to go. The cat's got to go. The cat's got to go. I need to stop. Okay. Next. Ariana versus Blackiana. Blackiana was peak Ariana. Ariel. That reminds me of the Little Mermaid. No, Ariana Grande. Blackiana was peak. And I think when she was Blackiana, if you don't know what I'm referring to, Blackiana is when she actually was her natural skin color and wasn't blonde and had her natural hair and just was like done up and did not speak like this all the time and was actually like talked a lot and was not fragile and frail. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure that era though was like when Mac Miller was around. So my conspiracy is because Mac Miller died, she is going through like, what do you call it, midlife crisis? How old is she? I don't know, but like that's what I'm assuming is going on, because I just feel like she's like is it persona? Like, it's not her. Like, she's just putting on a different person, and maybe she'll like, but maybe this is her. Maybe she's like, this is the new me, but I don't know. It's just giving Ozempic. It's giving tiny frail stick I can break in half. Also, Anime Talk 2020 TikTok is coming back 2025, guys. I'm manifesting this because you guys know that 2020 was my year, and that's pretty sad. My peak year was when I was like 15, y'all. I loved 2020. Take me back. Doja Cat, whipped coffee, CDs in my room, cow print, LEDs, the vines on the walls, all of it. Give me all of it. And I just posted a short to this, actually. It's so nostalgic for me, and I just had the best time ever. And I was just so carefree. No job, no school, because it was quarantine or something. Like, we were all quarantined. I couldn't... Did I drive? No, I couldn't even drive at that time. Back to the days where I just walked to get a drink or go to the gas station or just go to the pool, and it was just hanging out with my group of girl and guy friends all the time. Oh, those were the days. I need to get back to those days. That's what I'm manifesting 2025. Find a group of friends. Stop being so lonely, London. And alright, let's move on. But what I was going to say, Anime Talk. That was another 2020 thing. Thank you for bringing this back. Mic drop. That was as good as I could get. That's good as good as I could get, guys. My favorite. Okay, I talked about this in the last podcast, and I was like, they probably don't want to hear what my favorite animes are, but I'm gonna share anyways. I just rewatched all of Jujutsu Kaisen. People that don't know anime are not gonna understand what I'm even talking about, but please, anime has such a bad rap. Like, let me just, gosh, let me just tell ya, it's like perceived as like some freaky deaky, juicy booby, anime girls, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not freaky, guys. Well, there are a lot that are very freaky, and I have not watched any. Well, I've watched one because the storyline was really good, but other than that, what is it called when it's like, it's the freaky version? There's like a name for it. It's senpai. No, that is not what it is. It's like, someone comment and tell me what it is, because I know you freaks are looking at the freaking anime porn. It's literally called, I can't remember, but you know what I'm saying. Yeah, it just has a bad reputation, and it's really good. So please, if you are trying to watch anime, and I know lots of people don't like to read the subtitles, but listen, you don't even notice after you start watching. Like, you gotta watch one season. Just give it a try. Like, stop judging. Just give it a try, guys. If you're gonna watch one, Attack on Titan, this is literally what I tell everyone every freaking day they ask me what animes I watch. Attack on Titan has always been number one, but it will kind of get your hopes down for any other shows if you decide to watch any more, because the rest of them will not exceed yeah, as you can tell, I'm still jet lagged. Expectations, your expectations will not be, I don't know, sometimes I can't talk, but you know what I mean. They just are not as good as that one. So if you start with that one, it kind of sucks, but it's also like one of the best ones ever. Attack on Titan. Get Crunchyroll. There's a lot of ads, but it's like, it's an app you can get on the App Store. Not sponsored by Crunchyroll, but hopefully one day. Do I need to start cosplaying for that? To get sponsored by them, can I just start like cosplaying? Because I'd totally be down for that. And I know a lot of people would be like, what the fuck is she doing? But I would be down. So, Crunchyroll, please. If you want to sponsor me for my 40 subscribers, I will cosplay any anime character that you want. Well, not any, because some of them are wild, but you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, hit me up. Okay, enough of that. Yeah, I just finished Jujutsu Kaisen. That's another really freaking good one, and they're coming out with season 3 this year. So if you haven't watched that one, get on it, because the new season's coming out soon. And yeah. So now you know why I want to learn Japanese, because I need to read these, or I need to be able to listen to these without subtitles, even though I said it's not that big of a deal. It'd just be so fucking cool. Please, just understand where I'm coming from. Let's get into some more deep convo. I know I started this episode out with some religious talk, but let's just go into extremely deep convo, because I had some topics that I wanted to talk about. This actually goes right into like the TikTok the TikTok topics I was just talking about. Because why is skinniness being romanticized on TikTok right now? I don't know if it's just my For You page, because I used to be anorexic. No pun included. But, you know, I just feel like it's being romanticized. Why are we doing this? I thought everyone wanted a yacht. Sorry, I didn't mean to say that. I mean big butt. I thought everyone wanted a big badonka-donk. No? We want abs now? Someone told me that you never hear songs about abs, but you'll always hear songs about ass. Let that sit. So why are we romanticizing skinniness? Let's not be skinny anymore. Time to bring back the big backs. There's another lingo that I need to shut up about. Okay. So my view on dieting too. This is another huge one. My view on diets in general. Horrible. And I know I just said this, but like I'm literally on a bulk, but dieting, like cutting out stuff, kill me. Like, why guys, why do we care so much about what we're looking like? I understand if you're really obese and it's actually unhealthy the way you look, but I hate how everyone on TikTok is like, if you want to look this way, eat like this. No, actually a lot of genetics played into how you look, and just because you got a little bit less body fat and now your hourglass is showing, like, that's not how it works for everyone. So I hate people going on there and giving dieting advice too, because guys, your body is gonna be your body. The one you grew up with and when you were eating whatever you wanted and yada yada will stay the same ultimately. You have a set weight and you can change it, but like, if you ever stop, it's going back. So I don't know. I'm in the gym every day. I do cardio every day, but it's never for what I'm gonna look like, because I know in the end I'm always gonna look like the same. Like, I'm never gonna go see someone and be like, I want to look like them. Besides a big butt, that's all. Okay, that doesn't even count, because you can grow a big butt and you can grow big legs. You know, you can gain muscle, but the shape of your body is gonna stay the same. Anyways, let's move on. Goals. I love to talk about goals because I love having goals. One of my biggest, like, personality traits is like, being a very motivated person. Like, I'm so motivated in everything that I do, and if I sit in the house for longer than an hour, I can't handle it. Like, I need to be doing something, working towards something. And sometimes I'll get really depressed if I'm not. So I don't know, is that bad, good, however you want to take it. But yeah, basically, having goals is huge, and also goals should triumph comfort. Yes. You should never be comfortable. If you're comfortable, you're not growing. So stop staying comfortable, guys. It's so annoying. You will never be smarter or who you look up to or change yourself for the better if you are sitting in comfort. It is the worst thing for your mind and body, especially your mind. Oh my gosh. So again, get out today, guys. Go do something hard. Go try something new, even if it's not hard. Change is uncomfortable as well. So maybe it's just changing your routine. I don't know. Yeah, guys, I'm pretty sure that's all I kind of wanted to talk about, but I also wanted to share what I was drinking. ASMR. I know you guys don't want to hear that, but it's fine. Ooh, I think I put a lot of... So, okay, this is what... I'm like, let me share what I'm drinking, and then I don't say anything, I just give you ASMR. Let me share, actually, what I'm drinking. It's a Diet Coke with true lime packet in it, and what are those cherries called that are fake? Mortensen. Let me just start busting out in song. I don't know. Moroso cherries. Someone tell me what they're called. Yeah. Anyways, Diet Coke, true lime packet, and the cherries. I found this recipe on TikTok, guys. Everything that I'm talking about, I found on TikTok. That's how much I'm on that app. I need to stop. Anyways, it's so fucking bust. I want to have like 6, but diet sodas keep me awake at night. Like, I can't go to sleep if I have a diet soda in the day. That's really random, but that's just how I am. It's a little red, but you guys need to try this mixture. It's so freaking good. Okay. Peace out, losers. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening, even if you didn't want to hear anything religious, because I know a lot of people get offended, but this is kind of just how I view the world and my experiences. So it's not trying to convince you guys to do anything. I don't want you guys to go to church after listening to this. Like, I don't give a fuck. Like, believe what you want, worship what you want. Just as long as you're happy, we're all happy. Let's live a happy life, y'all. All right. Bye, guys.